I'm working on getting my camera set up for the moment. But once I am done, I'm gonna be. There we go. Should be on a sec. Sweet. Fix the hair. Look a little less bald. Got a trim yesterday. And then let's go ahead and. I just wanna look at the new Strixhaven cards just a little bit. I kind of wanted to see if there were good cards for my CEDH Heliod, the Azorius Heliod. Mathemagic seems like it would be fine. It would be fun to play, but it's double blue target player draws X. Even though it grows faster, it's not an idea we're super excited for. Something that Wisdom of Ages is cool. Unfortunately, in a deck like Heliod, we are often twisting. We have, I believe, 3 copies of Twister. Go ahead and pull up the deck list real quick. Something I haven't talked about a lot before on stream. I am big into CDH. My deck is a Heliod deck. But it is a very artifact-heavy Heliod deck because I like to play the Sensei's Top Mystic Forge combo, and for redundancy I also have Crystal Skull because I feel like Urza Saga is a second copy of Sensei's Top, and so I wanted a second copy of Mystic Forge. This one's not as good, but it is a little bit better at times when I can cast Teferi, Boromir, the non-historic, or the non-artifact historics. Other than that, it's a pretty standard list. Lots of counter spells, a couple pieces of removal. The wheels, so 1, 2, that's what we're here to count. 3 twisters. 3 twisters and Windfall. We are namely the big ones we're not on. We're not on Time Spiral. Not a lot of Heliod players are on tapping 6 lances. Not really something you're going to be doing in CDH. That's probably the biggest one we're out on. But yeah, I mean, we used to be on Blue Suns as our win condition. Nowadays, the win condition is more compact, which I enjoy. The more cards that we can have as artifacts in our deck, the more consistent we're going to be being able to do something meaningful with just a Mystic Forge, right? So if we find just a Mystic Forge, or our starting hand is just a Mystic Forge, when our deck looks more like this, it represents a lot more card advantage than a typical Heliod list, which will probably be, 10 to 15 artifacts, right? And I want to increase this count. It's hard to do. Anyways, the win condition used to be Blue Suns loop, the infinite mana once you make Hullbreaker mana, and you obviously have the cost reduction. Alternatively, not alternatively, that was the win condition before. Other players have the win condition of having the 2 mana white enchantment. Blind Obedience. The Blind Obedience card, it's a Celeste X piece. Your artifacts increase your opponent's control, enter tapped. It's a good card, it's a fine card. And the reason it was played in a lot of these decks is because once you present Hullbreaker mana, it allows you to input infinite white mana in order to win the game. And it goes through the One Ring. Alternative, what I have instead is I have Scrawling Crawler and the card draw, which is not very good because it's relying on one piece. And also Scrawling Crawler, I don't know, is a creature. It's easy to remove. So our real win condition is Standstill and Clones. So what we can do is, if we have Heliod on board. I didn't explain what Heliod does, but for some reason a player who understands CDH tunes in, they'll probably pick up more on what I'm saying. It's not like an extensive deck of tech. And again, nobody's watching. Explaining it for practice sake, I suppose. You have Heliod. If you flip Heliod, you make your opponents draw some cards. Your spells cost 20 less. You cast a clone of Heliod. Doesn't matter, we've got a few clones. We've got the Metamorph, we've got the Machine God's Effigy, Greater Ornamency, Mirror Maid. All of these things can clone Heliod because he is an enchantment. One of them on the backside. We sack the original commander to Legend Rule, but we still have a flipped Heliod who remembers how many cards your opponents have drawn. It's not when he's out, it's that they've drawn this turn. Yeah, this comes to collection, I think. Because I do in fact have this. And I do in fact have one of these. I don't know why I don't have this added. There's missing diamond. We're missing Diamond Mishra's Workshop, Time Twister. I believe with the cards that I don't know. Switch printing to my own. Yeah, it's just the 3 cards I don't own. Mox Diamond's the most reasonable. I might pick one to put Magic on this year. Okay, sorry. Clone Heliod. Sack the original Heliod. Recast Frontside Heliod. Frontside Heliod enters the battlefield. You return an enchantment. If your Mirror Maid or Standstill for some reason in the graveyard, you return those. You cast Mirror Maid or Standstill. It enters as Frontside Heliod. To Legend Rule before you put a target on the stack, because Legend Rule is a state-based action. It happens the moment there's 2 in the battlefield before it checks for enter the battlefield effects or before they are allowed to enter the stack. So before a target must be declared, you sacrifice either of them. As long as it's an enchantment that's going to your graveyard, you will return it to your hand and cast it again with your infinite mana. Sorry. You want to sacrifice the actual commander and put in the command zone. And with its ETB, you want to return Standstill from your graveyard to your hand. Cast Standstill, cast Heliod, all of your opponents draw 3, and you repeat this. Ideally, you do this under a silence, but you should never be in a spot where drawing 3 cards is going to lose you the game, so your opponents won't be able to just cast any spell to make you draw 3. And in worst case scenario, you have a flash, so you can just go over their card with Heliod again. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the new win condition. It's been that way for a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it. This is just the list I've been playing. I really like playing a Shops deck. I really like having all of these artifacts to allow me to play a good Mishra's Workshop as well as a good Mystic Forge. But at the same time, it has downsides. Playing less interaction than some of these decks, and I'm kind of playing less wheels, right? I have 4 actual wheels: Prosperity, the Vision Scans of Words. It's very easy to not have a wheel in hand, and so that's something I think about a lot, is cutting back on these artifact counts. But at the same time, these artifacts are very, very good. You can do something like with a Unwinding Clock, right? If you're able to ramp this out, or Mishra's Workshop it out. Unwinding Clock allows you to play Heliod, flip Heliod, and then pass, where normally you needed to have mana up in order to do something the moment you flip Heliod, because you never were flipping Heliod without something to do afterwards. Unwinding Clock allows you to tap out for Heliod, and that's the same kind of idea for the Bender's Waterskin, except this is a colored source, and most of the time this isn't tapping. Things that matter with it are, the Mana Vault or Monolith. Also, Unwinding Clock One Ring, if you get both of those in play, is horrible. Sonic Screwdriver's classic. Cuttable artifacts, really. Sadly, Sculpting Steel. Probably on Lightning Clock. The Memory Jar is another one that I forget to mention. And I don't want to get any of these artifacts, but it definitely Crystal Skull. I think this and the Water Skin are the most cuttable artifacts if I were to make changes right now, but that's not what we're looking to do. Well, we kind of are looking to make changes, but we were going to look here. That's basically how the deck works, is you flip Heliod, your opponent's draw spells, draw cards, cast spells that make your opponents draw more. This is just an X spell. I know that's where I was coming from with that. Sure, would be fine. I wish this didn't have Converge. I wish this was pure colorless sorcery. That would be awesome for me. Alas, it is not. Secret Rendezvous, card I used to have. Don't know if I'll be playing it though. I'm not even playing like Taro, which I could be. The problem with Taro that I felt was it costs a pip, which is where the deck struggles here. You pay no colorless mana, but when it costs a pip and it gives your opponents the option to draw a card, they're just gonna say no. It's pretty simple. They see what you're doing, they just don't draw a card. And Azorius is not one of the enemy colors. I'm not expecting a ton of cards for the deck here. In fact, it seems we will get none. That's fine. That was Strixhaven. I didn't properly look at TMNT. A sneaking suspicion that there won't be anything. I can also do in case you're for some reason watching and you want to know how my list does, this is the list minus Spender's Water Skin that I used, and minus the cards I don't own, right? I did not have Mox Time and Nature's Workshop and Time Twister. When I went to MagicCon last year, I placed top 16 at a 200-player tournament with this list, minus the proxied cards. I think I was playing some bullshit, and instead, I was playing like one with the Multiverse. The cast cards from your top of your library Omniscience card, where you can once per turn cast a spell for free from the top of your library or from your hand. That one was fun. Anyways, we wanted MTG top 8. Fortunately, EDH top 16 does not track the MagicCon event from last year. It's too bad. Top performing this year. Pretty good. Some top 4s. And this is a more traditional Heliod list. This makes sense. My guess with this is Sensei's top, but I'm not actually sure. This is a nice card. This tutors every creature in your deck minus Boromir, and I guess these two. Emrakul is awesome, and what's really awesome about Emrakul in Heliod is you build up enough cost reduction, but you don't quite have to win. You take control of somebody's turn, or you know, for some reason you're able to cast this spell. but you're not able to win. You cast this, you take your opponent's turn, you go to your opponent's turn, and while they can't do anything, you are controlling 2 bodies, and all of your wheels are drawing you 2 hands worth of interaction. Absolutely awesome card. I am thinking about this a lot. Idyllic Tutor is crazy. No Echo, no Days Undoing. Wow. Quite a bit more instants, so ones we're not playing here are Offer, Misstep, Fluster. Again, those are fine cards. I'm not the biggest fan of super specific interaction. Non-creature that pays them off, and very often I need my opponents to be out of mana, so this is not great. This one's a fine card in CDH in general, but again, when I'm currently winning, I find it less useful. It's more of like a turn 1 tempo play, in my opinion. It's like counter a Fish, counter an Esper, kind of good. Fluster is a great card, especially in a Storm deck. It really helps me protect myself. Bonus not helping me protect myself, it is hard to cast. It's one song I have because it answers a lot more things. It answers all the things that Flusterstorm does, maybe not as handily, but it also has the upside of answering the fishes and the Ristics. Born is interesting, I suppose. Trickbind is awesome. Disrupting Shoal. Weird. Okay, so they're on reversal. Does it mean they're on Scepter? No. Raw Dog reversal. Another Standstill Gamer. I really like this list. I would play something similar. I used to play a very similar deck. Amphibian Downpour, though. Really gone in on the mid-range interactive deck. Very cool. What did you have? Colin Bernabeu with your 2nd place. Lady Octopus is certainly something you can do. Yeah, and then you can see the variance in these lists. This is not a solved deck, which is one of the reasons I enjoy it so much, probably. Yeah, Gifts is tough. You don't have a lot of graveyard recursion. You have Savines, but... And they could be playing the Battle. Okay? No, they're not. I saw a lot of people playing the Battle. Look at this. Return target instant sorcery for 1 blue when you're storming off. I love this card. I am a supporter of this card. But really... Oh. Oh, very interesting. I'll be up here eventually. I just need to actually keep playing. It's been a minute since I went to a tournament. Anyways, back here. Looking for big rocks and things that make our opponents draw cards. I'm not expecting to find it. Optional wheels are not it. That's for sure. We need blue-white cards. Dominio. Flicker card, no. what we're looking for. And it's okay. Just some versions, alright. Pretty much just all I wanted to look at for the Heliod list. Back to Strixhaven spoilers. I wanted to quickly look up the biggest instant sorceries in Boros. And I mean just the biggest shit. I mean, I'm talking Thieves Auction, Warp World kind of things. That's what I'm into. Especially on our opponent's turns. It could easily be a board wipe deck. But I'm not sure. Fun cards like Alpha Brawl is what I want to play. But I could also be a double life deck, like, you know, with things like Ancestral Tribute, Archangel's Light, Beacon of Immortality. I mean, these would all be kind of awesome. Cards like Shadow's Ignition would be nice. He's a 5/5. He's got haste. Oh, he's awesome. Is there something that puts something on top of our deck from our graveyard every turn? Can we just infinitely channel harm? That's the kind of silly thing I'm going to do. Or not even just channel harm. You know, always put a big, awesome spell on top of our library. Oh man, this, by the way, is the perfect Soulfire Eruption deck. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, that's I like this enough to want to do it. So the namesake card here is this bad boy. We also want Kaboom. Then we want to play cards like Devil's Playground. Do we want to be a polymorph deck as well? It helps the big theme. I want to take a look at it. Divergent transformations. Reality scramble. Would play something like Disaster Radius. Luca. I think of all of them. Here's what EDH Track is helpful for. That's fine too. I don't know. I don't really want to polymorph into that. Chaotic Transformation. Spells. Love that one, creativity, but probably not. Transmogrify, of course. Great part is I own most of these. And we'll check out one more deck and get an older deck. Enchantment, probably don't want to play. We're fine with playing Luca because it's repeatable. It's pretty awesome. Okay, now we want to pick big mana. See what other people are doing with this commander as a whole. Yeah, a terrible card. You have to spell every turn. You know, if we draw the Dawning Archaic, that's a great thing to polymorph into. Hit the Mother Load, type of big card we want. Call forth the Tempest, Storm Herd. Would be a good Monument to Endurance deck. Play that. Brass's Bounty. Approach of the Second Sun. Man, I wish I had one of these. Gotta play some removal to give us some swords. Questions for sure. Wow, Apex of Power works really well on this. This exists ministry. Now it's the type federation I want to play. Dance with Calamity. Yucky Game Changers. Do you have a Galvanoth? Spinrock Tyrant could be fun. Copy. Mix with a good chunk of these, not all of them. It works with the polymorphs. Can work with some of the cocoons. How does Mirrorwing Dragon work? Targets only this. Copies it for each other creature they control that can target. Fun, but not exactly what I want to do. Twin Flame, I could throw a Twin Flame in there. Man, Bergie stacks are up. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen this card. It's awesome. You may choose new targets for the copy. With Beacon of Immortality, you just double your life total twice. Yeah. It'd be fun to just try to build a life gain deck, too. Let's go ahead and go back up here. The big man tag. Got some of the classics. That's what we like to see. Wow, that's really good here. Oh, man. Ooh. Stir Command is a very selective board wipe. Type of board wipe would be okay with. Oh, that's cool. Puts things from the graveyard on the top of our library. It is on ETB. Graveyard on top of your library. Graveyard on top of library. And if I use 4 greater than 4, there we go. Bottom onto the top. Pretty good. Would probably play that. Yeah, I don't want to be playing kind of a Sensei's Top kind of deal. I don't have Total Control. I want it to feel quite random. Ideally. Let's go ahead and spark creativity. Is going to be too many cards? No, probably not. There we go, Calibrated Blast. Blastables, I've already card to polymorph into. This is 5 mana Calibrated Blast. Don't think I would play it. Furia, however. Although not quite as good if I am miracling it. Importantly. Yeah, I'm not convinced that I'm building a good deck. Building a deck. This one we'll see 1,000 of. This one we'll see 1,000. I mean, these 3 I think we'll just see so many of. Just the craziest keywords on these cards. Sounds pretty good. This one's very cool. I don't know if it's what I want to be doing. It is cool, do not mistake it. It is powerful. But for the way I play Commander, which is often very silly, I don't think it's what I want to be doing. It is okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get some cube going. Update titles. Powerfully. Update home. Oh man, my hair is fucked. Wonder. I have to break in this new beanie I got from my LGS, which is awesome. Wait, what is this? Modified rank roll? A special analyst? Just those? No stack, no Resco. Metamio? I'm sure there's upgrades for my deck that I have not checked for a while. Get in there. So I'll probably have a couple more of these than I last did. And I have not checked recently. Okay, my headphones are not working. Understood, that's fine, okay. Back to DMT spoilers. Because I want to see advanced, whatever. Blue-white cards from TMT and Morrowind. Those are the sets in which I have not updated this deck. Okay. Give me a moment. features. Now we look for any staples that they might have added. Like this. Don't think I'm going to make some fetches right now. So we'll look at the cards. Didn't know if there was a City of Brass reprint or not. Okay. Play at least a game of this before we get into some Power Cube. Ugh. You are probably fine too. Start on the fountain. delay. Throw this man out there. Yes, sir. Hello. How you doing, Mr. Friend? Next turn we are Talisman Pass. Holding up the counter spell. Although it goes on 3, so next turn we'll just Ornithopter of Paradise Pass. Don't kill my little bird dork. You can spend your whole turn killing it if you must. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Plagan. Turn 3. Midland. Probably should have played the Giver. I don't think we're draining and Strixen, but you never know. I don't even think we're draining right away. That's our best line of action here. I don't have anything to do with the mana. Well, it's 4 mana. Might as well. At the very least, let's play down this Giver. Three pips up. We don't need 3 pips up. Lightweight leg on targeting himself. Good combat. Pulling up counterspell or Strix Swords. Never needing both Strix and Swords here. Only need 2 pips up, so Camera's kind of getting away from me. Well, that was fun. We got our XP. Maybe we'll play that later. But what we are here to do is we're here to drag the game to my other screen. That's what we're here to do. No, you may not see me go to the store and buy gems. In fact, I'm not even doing it. You can't prove it. I would never do such a thing. Oh, how do I get these? No, wrong one. Jared Draft seems like it could be fun, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to play best of 3. I'm not even good at best of 1. I would be horrible at best of 3. Okay. First pick of the cards. Flooded Strand. Giver of Rune, Force of Negation. Force puts us in the best color. Flooded Strand keeps us open. Giver puts us into white. It was never really a choice. It'll happen this time. This time is the time I draft Underworld Breach. My opponent, he first picked Underworld Breach, saying, I'm going to wheel this Brain Freeze. Very sorry, Mr. Trasher Inc. Wow. The best card pack is far and away Broadside. Wow. Pretty good card, that. For us and what we are looking at. We could take the Broadside, dump the Brain Freeze, go for an Izzet mid-range, and win. Because Broadside that busted. Or we could draft combo. I'm gonna take the Broadside. If there is like a breach in that pack, right, I'm taking that over Broadside, but probably can't just not take the best card in the pack. Here it's Robber. Not awesome. But for the Izzet creature deck, it's fine, I guess. Of course, there's a path when I could have been right. Alright, so we got Slice, we got artifacts, creatures enter tap. That's pretty good. She says you can't block me. Prophets is also not bad for the Izzet deck. Not the best. I think it's between this and this. And I think it's probably this. Again, no fantastic combo cards there at all. I mean, we could have taken Ghostfire Slice as our one of Bolt. And what is Guzu doing? Playing TBC Warrior. Yep. Yuffie. He's not bad for this kind of style. Man, white is so fucking open now. Does Giver wheel? But Swords doesn't. The Reprieve is just busted. Tap red white tool, or my least favorite card to play against ever. Oh my god. That means Giver's gonna wheel. Wow. Wow, we're so white. Holy shit. He could be just Boros here. Wow, I did not expect this. What? Why? Someone passed these on slot 2 and 3. I mean, I'm sure slot 1 they had a reason. I mean, yeah, we're doing the thing. Like, this is not a bad top end. We'll take our one up Bolt now, though. Okay. Swords did in fact not wheel, but yeah, we'll take a Boros land. Guess we're Boros now. Probably not playing this first pick Fawn. Don't worry, I'm not sad. Are we still pivoting if I open, breach, and nothing good? I think so. I think we would. In that case, would we take breach or LED? If they're in the same pack? I think the right answer is LED, because no one would have LED or Brain Freeze. No one has a reason to pick up the breach, unless a guy's, you know, open to Lotus and you're really trying it. We could use some better cards, granted here. I mean, this finds Mother Giver pretty good. I guess Leonardo. Nothing for us? That's not cool. Clarion turns off Broadside, Ranger, and Mother Giver. But not a Clarion. I'm not first picking Tursa. Is it ever Savai? Wasteland? Carney T? What a shitty pack. Yeah, I think it's Wasteland. Oh man, figure Fiery Confluence, Mana Vault. I think we have to take the Mana Vault. But we're not the best Mana Vault deck. Just one of those sitches where you gotta grab it. Wow. Browgren for tapped duel. Plateau for untapped duel. I mean, this is... We could hold out and try to grab a Sacred Foundry. Well, there is the namesake Sacred Foundry. We have a red-white duel if it wheels. Cool. If it not, we're not too too pressed. Probably Spellbinder over Tithe here. Tithe's fine. Tithe's cool. Bombardment is really nice if we open that at Johnny. Peacekeeper's fine. Tezzeret finds just Vault, but it is pretty good. I think we're grabbing the Bombay here. Felia versus Adeline. Bone Horde for a top end. These are both quite good. What is this good with? This is good with Spellbinder, Ranger Captain, Manifold. Alright. Flickering our opponent's things to make them tap to. But also just, removing a blocker on important combats. Pretty good. Who is Canon XO? Do I know who this is? GTA Oust. We need a 1-mana removal. GTA is very funny though. We didn't pick up the Yuffie. Pick this. We don't get anything back. Let's grab a GTA. We don't need to be a reactive deck. Altalia looks a little bit worse. We'll live though. I'm a Carney T fan. Figure wield. That's what we like to see. We'll play Innocence. We're 3 right now. If we open up Ancient Tomb, we're probably cutting Carney T. As good as Carney T can be. Not being usable with the Ancient Tomb is pretty important. Can we get some power? Can we get some Mana Crypt? It'll be hot. Tithe is cool, but especially if we're playing Talia, I'm not really trying to play Tithe. This is only with white mana, but I could see myself playing it. The disrespect on these colors is real. Yeah, I mean, it's always the Mox, even if it's not that good for us. Caracas is nuts. Elspeth is also of interest to us, but we gotta grab the Caracas when we see it. Right now it doesn't do loads for us. We don't have any legends with ETBs, but it protects ours, it bounces our opponents, answers the reanimate channel bullshit we don't talk about yesterday's Caracas incident. Oh, Gut versus Ocelot, bro. I mean, Gut's just busted. Okay, alright. We have got Gut and Broadside. We gotta make some cuts. It's Carnage Interpreter is gonna have to go. We don't have a bolt yet. We have Heat. It's not the best in our deck. I think Flame Slash would be better. None of these other cards interest me at all. That is a horrible Mana Vault deck. It's just bad. The turn 2 get has merit. So my 3-drops are good. Sack 2 mountains. You know, if we're on the turn, we are winning the game. That could mean something. We have 0 graveyard recursion, so Phoenix is fine. We also don't have a way to fill our graveyard at all. Goblin Bombardment. Man, kind of wish. I saw Thoughtseize and Inquisition here. Imagine if we had grabbed up that Triumph. Harsh Flats, Disrespect. Cosmic Grand Zenith was also in that pack. It was also a very good option. But we know we want to fetch. This is fine. This has a lot of things it does for us. Oh wow, what a cool pack. I think we're taking this guy. It's finally something to do with our Mana Vault. Would have loved some more solid 4s. Maybe I should have picked up the Boneward Dracosaur. It is what it is. Wow. Okay, never mind. We have got things to do with our mana now. Are we playing Esper? Yeah, I think we'd probably play Esper. We've got a lot of good cards in our deck. We didn't pick the Oust or the Swords, so Get Lost is kind of our premium removal. I think we cut Robber. What the fuck am I looking at? Look at you. Okay, maybe I just draft white every time. The Disrespect is absurd. I'm not the biggest fan of Fire Blast. Like, it's good if it's doing the thing. Really need to cut some trees. I'm looking like an Ancient Tomb deck, Mana Crypt deck without either of. Probably Spellbinder. Probably Screaming Nemesis. Those are our worst 2/3s. We are lighter on the pips just because we're playing. The white pips are a little better just because we're playing Wasteland, Mox, Mana Vault. But we're also on, here's 17 Animox and a Mana Vault, so we can definitely cut a land. I mean, our deck is so cheap. Now we're 16 Mox Mana Vault. We are mostly 1-drops. It's pretty greedy. I think I'm just cutting 2 lands. But we're basically playing 16 lands because of the Mox. Yeah, I mean, imagine if one of these was another land because we didn't cut it. It's pretty good. Turn 1 Pride. Good. Oh, this is not ninjutsu. This is specifically during the declare blocker step. Interesting. But we have a lot of card draw with this showdown here. So I wish this said for as long as you have this, or for the next 2 turns. But I suppose that's a long time. Alright, Mr. Dede Le Fondue. What you got? How we feeling? You got counter spell? You do. Alright. It's pretty busted. Alrighty. Have at her. What does he have? It could be Stern Scolding, but you always counter Ocelot by the Stern Scolding. Could be Force of Will that he was greeting. Could just be a cycling, right? He could have just had a troll or something. But I don't know why he wouldn't cycle it. This is not cast. Oh, it is cast. It's horrible. And next turn we just want to shut down. Can I have an Esper? If you're killing my pride, you do now. So I should have gone to combat first. So what did they have a turn? What? I guess we'll see. My guess is really Force of Will. Give me that card. You want to jam Legend of Karuk. That's what I think. That's right. Survive? Is that just a black-white duel, or are you 5 colors, good sir? Okay. You're joking. Wow. They hit only gas from me. They hit my 3 best cards, and that's not even like... That's absurd. Out of 5, they hit my 3 best, and not even one of my worst. My only 3 non-basic cards. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Are we on Ascension? Fine. Alright. 2 cats next turn. Oh, no cats next turn. We're losing this game all of a sudden. A lot of things save us. Removal gets us in. That doesn't help. Alright. What a silly mind twist. Pay 3, draw a card. gonna tap that landscape, I think. Doesn't seem very good. Yeah. We like GTA. Spell Pierce. They could give their thing +3/+3 and make it a 4/5. We can make ours a 5/5. Yeah. Maybe we could have Lesper back. Do you know something I don't, my friend? You thought about that for a while. Did you think incorrectly? Okay. Just kill the Esper, it's right there. That's wrong. That's so wrong. That's not the good outcome here. Yeah, sure, man. Guess he didn't want to discard even one card. Are you kidding me, man? X is 1? Okay. And also, make him discard a card or... Okay, cancel. Let's resolve the Esper. Are you paying or not? We don't have to do this yet. Okay. Discard 2, draw 1. Not that good. Yep. So now it's dealing a whopping. How much? Oh, right. There you go. Discard 2, draw 1. Nice. Alright, we need some Get Lost. Or something, man. We need something. like it. I'm gonna eat your nuisance. Yeah. Makes sense. That's all I got. Combat first, my friend. Dog. Datalophone, dude. It's one of the longest games I've ever played, my guy. Roping every turn. Thought you wanted to draw a card, big man. You're not gonna X out 3 cards to draw 1? Just try to kill the nuisance now. Try to get them to do something. So I need my men on their turn. And this makes broadside win, so. Not quite a win. I did not have to tell the game that Mox Emerald is colorless. Just cycle this. They still can. Yep. Holy shit, man. Fire Blast wins. Leonardo can win. Gut can win. Broadside wins. Amelia does a lot. Adeline's not bad. Figure? It's not bad. Ranger Captain's pretty damn good. Yeah, sorry, player sack a creature. I mean, you just lose your Liliana, but you can. 3-mana removal spell. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Broadside, 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 broadside. Oh, that's pretty good too. Very happy. I'm so glad I'm only playing 16 lands. We have 6 of them. And 1 in the graveyard. We've drawn 7 of our 16 lands. We have 8 cards that are lands left out of 23. Out of 17 cards that we have drawn and played, 7 of them were lands. That's awesome. Broadside still gets it. Broadside, broadside. Maybe should play blocker. But I'd love to see something like a land. What are you worried about? Just play a land. Broadside only wins. Gut can win. Gut, broadside, Lelia. Let's go. Another land. This gives our opponent 3 life. I hate it here. 2 life. That's puts us out of gut range. Puts us out of broadside range. Why did I do that? We have 1 turn to draw Lelia into Ranger Captain. I don't know. Oh guys, Psychic Frog's a good card. Sure, man. Just passed. Alright, let me forfeit. Let me get closure. Perfect. I really dislike just sitting here and watching my opponent play really slowly. And it's fine to not be that good at Magic, or to have to think through things. It is frustrating. I can understand why I'm an elitist dick, at the same time being frustrated. Alright guys, back at it again with another on the draw. Okay. We can can also Philia/Reprieve. Lelia versus Talia versus holding up Reprieve again. Let's blow up. Are we scared of white or black? Buff, I guess. OBM, no. Entomb, we're about to keep them off black mana. So, no Entomb, actually. Leonardo we can get in there with. We have 6 mana, so Jite, Talia. I could. Double attack, flicker the wall. Very nice. End game. Very nice. I like that. Glad I took them off the black. That was absolutely the right call. I was thinking OBM for the Time Twister, and also it kills my Ocelot Pride. It still would have killed my Ocelot Pride and set up their Time Twister. But, yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Finally, we're on the play with Figure. Drop a box. There's no point holding it. We have no when cast cards. Yeah, we could get Raphael down. Hopefully we're looking at a Fatal Push that they never get to use. Definitely not a Bolt. It's good. Could use some white mana. See, Mr. Opponent, what are you up to? You Entomb, Reanimate? Still could be. I think we let them keep Black Cleave. There's no point playing out the plains other than if we top deck another white source. But what we can do is keep them losing life. Because that's pretty much all we're doing here, is we're threatening their life. Okay, I don't care. We'll make this shit lazy. Doesn't bluff interaction. Don't care. I don't like pressing 1,000 times, especially on these early turns. And it can lose me games. I get it. Next turn, we're just bigger Destiny. Never mind. That makes sense. That's annoying. Absolutely. Not killing your curtains. Interesting. game. Take them off the black leaf. It's pretty good. Another W for Boros in the Arena Cube. Who could have seen these coming? Wow. Yeah. We can't cast any of our spells but Talia, but any land, especially white land, is crazy. Please, I pray the land gods. Oh yeah. The land gods heard my prayers. Fuck you. No! Oh my goodness. We can go to combat. To drop a big boy. Maybe it's not recastable, but we'll figure it out. Is that or hard cast Raphael pre-combat? Would have been 2 more damage. Shit only costs 4. I realized that. That's a pretty good blocker. Get a broadside. Throw it. Are you fucking joking me? Is your last card? Is your last thing force blue card? But what? What interaction did you have there? Are we throwing anything? I think we're killing the black source. And hitting like a truck. Yeah, whatever. Either way, it ends up the same. Yeah, I definitely can't leave the 4/4 on board. Smells like that black mana mattered. What I like to hear. They do have the fetch now. The argument for using Mana Vault is figure. But we can go figure this turn anyways. We throw this for 5. Oh. Opponents put themselves down low. Well, oh, it's going to be hard subtlety. Okay, that's not as bad. Because we can still hit for 2. And then throw this shit to kill the subtlety. I don't hate it. And we're still threatening to win this turn. Broadside's such a messed up card. Smells like counterspell. Nope. absolutely, I'll take the action. Grab this figure. Alright. It's a funny looking Rao. Never looked at his face before. All we can cast is Talia. We have the two best 3-drops in our deck. We're on the draw. We could draw red. We have 3 looks. Perfect. Talia Trays of Pride. Yeah, probably worth it. Ouch, you get a token. Point paying your life here. The point would have been for sneaking this in, but we're just blocking the Talia if anything swings. We are taking 2 here if they're smart. Okay. I think we kill this first. Because we could broadside the Pride. Could. I don't know if we want to, but we could. Or we could just get the Talia and crack back for 6. No, we can't. Okay. Seems like we made a good choice if they were so touchy about it. But it does not leave us in a fun feeling spot. We are on the back foot in our Boros aggro deck. Alright, wow. That sticks the lead. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's probably game. Wow. Parallax Wave. We lost to 4 cards being cast. Ugh. Still positive for now. Better than some of our drafts. We didn't draw the nuts or anything. Guys, I think I like being on the draw. It does not feel like a 50% rate, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. If we had removal, we would remove the Fanatic. It's a very good card. Yeah, it's good. You can flicker the Fanatic now next combat and unattach that, which is worth it. Yeah. Pretty good. We have this Plato. Put down this Velia. Go to 9. Captain versus Adeline. Definitely an Adeline angle. In with Defelia. Exile the Fanatic. don't think it's worth keeping the 1/1. Yeah, I guess I get to keep the 1/1. Pretty good. Okay. Are we throwing on the GTA? I think. Yeah. Nothing worth flickering at the moment. Let's throw the GTA on. Good combat. In with these fellas. Let's get rid of A21. Yep. Go white. And what's our turn? Kill the Fable. Good game. GTA's so good. There's some GTA haters out there too. Another day, another go second. But we definitely snap keep this. This is turn 1, opponent's turn 2, and step Felia, start swinging Felia and Kythian. Well, Kythian won't be swinging in turn 1, but absolutely a keep. Okay, our opponent's on some artifacts. It's chill. Wow, turn 2 Lelia. This hand just got loads better. That is fucking annoying. Plan was to repeatedly flicker our mana vault, but now we can't. We can throw Lelia next turn, but it does suck. Yeah, Lelia and Kythian. Oh god. Oh god. I think it's worth doing this though. We can trade Magdi and Itla if they do. My mana vault untaps. If they don't, my Felia gets bigger. Yeah, makes sense. I could have seen it either way. But yeah, next turn Gut and Kythian. Oh yeah. We're in business. Damn. Yeah. We take our damage like a good boy. Here's a land, here's a Tathian. Our opponents do have interaction here. Must be Force of Will. In that case, they will Force of Will his gut. They should with certainty Force of Will his gut. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Hi. Skill soon. Something to do. I love you. I love you. Sure. Oh god. Yeah. Do they have to block with Makdi this turn? So ideally we can tech Adeline Showdown. Yeah, being able to flicker that portal next turn is bad. Only if our opponent lives that long. Bombardiers would do it. Our opponent makes a 3/3. Bombardiers would still do it. You don't have enough mana for Scald Bombardiers, though. Is it just Bombardiers that gets us out? Not hot. Yeah. Something you can do. Yeah, Fire Blast would be funny. First time this draft. Draw Fire Blast and it wins the game. Okay, first we go to combat. Smells like game. We could sack two things to kill the Felia, but the Felia just comes back. It's a very bad spot. We can keep the Felia away for a turn, or can force them to target the portal and deal 2. Oh, it's so bad, it's so bad. Kitty, we're fucked. We're fucked, our draft is over. It's not the right target. Have a gut in there. Kill me. Gut's a 2-turn clock, my friend. Yeah. We're past the point of broadside doing it. We're at Flame Blast? Just Flame Blast? That's a land, and that's the game. Draw so many lands this draft. And I was only playing 16, kitty. What did I do to deserve this? Tell you what, I should have cut another land. Oh, let's get in there again, though. We can do better. We got a few hours. Alright, kitty, I'm gonna get up. Just for a little bit. Academy, Fury. What is there choices here? I mean, yeah. I'll start Academy, but it's a very contested deck. A lot of people playing this draft are LSV viewers. Mishra's is pretty good. Magda's good as well. I think it's better than Magda. Orion Colonnade. Felia? Felia has some nice interactions with things like Coveted Jewel and the Vaults. Wow. Ugin for sure. Pentide Hollowed Fountain. Pentide could certainly wheel. But I don't know. I'm not so convinced I'll be white until I see, 3 fairy or balance or something. But, I'd like to see some swords, some ouse. That's what we're in white for, just for the removal. Then the board wipes. Scion's not a great card, especially if I'm going to be playing board wipes. But none of these cards are good with board wipes. Saw the board. I thought it was Parallax Blade for a second. Well, not a fantastic start. We're in the weird iconoclast monastery mentor kind of area. Yeah. Try to be like a chess guy aggro with a Academy Ugin top end. Not the 0 we want. Good mana or Goblin Bombardment for... Actually, I do like Bombardment here. Ooh. Collar is good, but this finds us mana and has something to do with Tolarian Academy mana. Pyro could be played. Not horrible. Probably better than the other option. Pretty good. Some good removal here. Library. Curiosity is kind of right where we're at. Not a very powerful pack. I think I'll take Chromatic Star. Helpless Mana Fix. Cheap artifact. Absolute Tamiyo Slam. VV's also good. Like most of this pack. Steam Vents, VV, Tamiyo, Snapcaster, Giver. But Tamiyo Angle. Obviously, we'd like to see more zeros, more power. We'd like to see Quarry Stonecutter. We'd like to see Monastery Mentor, Iconoclast Saheeli. interesting here. So we have the Jeskai special, but we have no impulse draws in our deck. I think I'm going to go with Tezzeret, and we're not always playing it, but if we do end up playing it, finding a 0 to cast every few turns with the -3 sounds pretty nice. And it would be pretty reasonable to be able to ult him. We'll take a little bolt, attach to an artifact. It makes us want the Galblast a little bit less. Galblast is still a great card, but it's definitely looking cuttable compared to something that does the same damage pre-3 artifacts, pre-Metalcraft, and counts for Academy, and is tutorable. Here's the third path. Passing Aether Spellbomb. Pretty much on the card there that we would really, really want. So far, nothing great for the Felia. Speaking of good with Felia, Arsonist is alright. We've got a Bolt. So it's one of these 3 cards. Good removal. A little bit of mana fixing. Good removal. Turns into card draw. We're casting 2 spells pretty often. But double white. Nothing to scoff at. It's a tall ask. Your Time Spiral looks really attractive for the Academy. Mystic Confluence also seems quite good for tempo. And Glimmerlens is a creature that's a non-creature and it's an artifact. We're taking Glimmerlens here. Also looking for Staff of the Storyteller kind of cards. You could take Upheaval. You're an artifact deck, we're not an Upheaval deck. Probably take the Nuisance. Maybe we'll end up playing it. Yeah, I think we'll take the Curiosity pretty handily here. Statements, yes sir. I want a red fetch. Loran's good against us, we could play it. Hopefully not. We want to get more 0s and 1s. Map Candelabra. Take a period in. I'll probably play it. Take a Fairy, definitely could play the Fairy. Okay, so no power in this draft. Probably Retrofitter. You know what? I think I'm going to try to wheel Retrofitter. I'm the only Academy, right? So somebody with an Urza Saga could take it. We've got the Oust. Just doubling our tokens from things like Cosmogran and Third Path is pretty meaningful. Cryptic Command, Ancient Tomb, Miscalc. We don't look bad for Ancient Tomb. We don't look amazing with it. We do not look bad. I think we are a good deck. Let us go. I would play Fury Confluence. Double red is tough, though. EI lets us double spell. Nettle Sash. For the EI. We do need more artifacts. We could take Jutame. Why not? We'll be another GT deck. Just another Boros deck, but we have a couple blue cards for Academy. Free Probe, Planisphere. Lava Spur. Haste is not irrelevant. But let's go. Let's go Planisphere. That was so good. And no Corey, no Monastery Mentor, no Saheeli. See if we can't wheel this Retrofitter in 2 packs. Final new pick. Probably just a Thraben Inspector. It's pretty good with Felio. Creates mana with Academy, draws cards once we have too much mana. Just solid. Wow. I lost the Retrofitter. That is brutal. I think the Pride is good though. We did pass up all the fetches all game. Rip. Alright, let's see what we can do with no fetches, no power. This should be an interesting game. fuck. Wow, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Because I want to ascend is the reason. I don't even think 2 Furies does it. Yep. Yep. I have no more cast triggers. I have Planisphere. Whip. They're not a Pyrite. Hold it up. Okay. Well. Pretty good. at All-Star. Oof. This Soul Guide will get some value. Wow. Yeah, wow. Fuck me. That is so bad. Yeah, pretty good. I want to shoot the Plunderer. Should have played the pedal and packed your LED in response to your Riddler. It's a start. I'm 90% sure we're dead. I don't think there's any big outs in our deck. Not into Retrofitter Riddler. He got it. These chips are gross. Hey, look, we get to go first today. I'm gonna save the bobble for a Tezzeret counter. Out of zeros, we could go find something. You could do 4.
draws from this turn.
Yep.
We could get combat here. Or just they want to draw some cards. Not offended by that. A little more. They're drawing it anyway. I will race you. Wrong answer. Unless you got a board wipe, sir. Sure. We're in reveals pretty good. I'm gonna save you though. Nope. Still the wrong answer. Yep, we'll make a treasure. Undo that a second. Go to combat. Pretty sure dearest opponent is dead here. Sure. opponent starts to swamp, we'll start on Soul Guide. If they start on anything else, I think we... Lorien revealed. We don't want to get entombed is all. Oh. Island. Go. You want to play it slow? I'll play it slower. Oh, fuck. Targets. Whatever. Whoops. It only matters if they have a wheel. Our opponent either had to go or was Reanimator, so that's a good thing. It's a pretty nice turn. 3. Sure. Oh. Started off sooner. Can prism and do something else, but maybe if we draw something else. Until then, I think we're holding Lorien. Play your 3 minutes. Why are people playing like AI today? So this could have gone the other way around as well. I think we're using this though. So I'm not too worried about my leftover right now. Let's get our things out of range with the bombardment. We're against a red deck. The bigger my zenith is, the harder it is to kill. We no longer die to the 1 mana 1. Let's go sideways. Make sure we have Lorien and try to find any 1-drop. Love the mini game of try to find 2 spells to cast. It is genuinely fun playing with Quarry Steelcutter and Cosmogram. Feel free. Yo. I guess they're just letting me try to make mistakes. It's sad. We do have double blue cards, but we got 2 blue. Got 2 of everything. The deck is mostly blue. Absolutely, please. Yes. Nice. Getting there. What else? Yeah, losing life. That's true. We have to get this Chandra. Why am I even playing this game, dog? Pretty good. Has to be this, unfortunately. Oh, we're fucked. No, we lost. I trolled. Yep. Forgot I've got those artifacts. 7. Horrible misplay. Entirely my fault. Yeah, you're another bot, my friend. I watch the chat appear, but no one's watching. Swords in my Felia. It's rude. So these make some 1/1s. Pretty good. I miss my Thalia. Racing. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's what we like to see. Finally. The beginning of the end. We keep the curiosity, so it's not that bad. Definitely iconoclast first kind of angle. And then the scary spell. Draw 3 cards. Now that's a spell pierce. That works too. I absolutely too for that. You got no idea what's coming, boy. You got no clue. Get no clue. What's coming for you? Why are you like this? I don't like you, man. You got 2 up, and you're still thinking? Okay. Well, I have really bad news for you. Nice. Sure. I need to run out the bottle yet. I would like to find more colors, but there we go. More colors achieved. Next turn we get Cosmogrand, Bobble. Yeah. Take those. Okay. No! Fuck. 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 What a fucking misplay. Can you imagine I had a 2-4 on board right now? And 2 1-1s? I can imagine. Okay, he discarded a land. He's surely not missing this land, right? Turn each creature. That's pretty good. Yeah, I want to take this action. Whatever. Dwight. Cosmogrand. Bobble for the redrawn. And then 2 dudes. And then this was Sear hurts our feelings. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Never sit behind because of my fuck up. We can refill our board. Ephora is bad. Fuck. Fuck. Sure. I don't know how I forgot about Give Arms, dude. Yo. Man, it does. It would have mattered, but it did not really matter. Fuck yeah, I love Time Walk. Love Time Walk. Are we Green Time Walk? Or are we... I mean, Green Time Walk's my favorite Time Walk, but I don't want Asika's Chariot. I'm looking at Vivi Shinobi. That could be Steel Cutter. Sounds actually pretty gnarly. Oh, and a Chromax? Okay. That's a pretty good start. Chromax, Corey, Time Walk, and Chromax? Oh my God, Kitty, what is this draft I've drafted? It's so good. Kitty, you just spilled my code. Parallax Wave is so gas. We'll take it even if we don't play. Love you, little kitty. Ponder's fine, I guess. I guess I'll take a cantrip. Okay, no gas here. We could take Chromatic Star for kind of a cantrip. Overlord for some removal. I like this. There's no promising we don't end up in Academy. Gentlemen, are we underrating Glorybringer again? Are we? Are we back to pretending this card is bad? 5 mana 4/4 flying haste removal spell? Huh? Am I missing something here? What a scam. Where's my power? Actually, vaguely remember seeing a Tammy on the last pack. Rip. I should have grabbed that. I'm trolling. Makti, Evora, Ghostfire. Hard cards we would play. Some World Croft and some World Sunbaked Canyon, but none of these are good first picks. I guess Parallax Wave is good enough that Sunbaked Canyon is good because of it. So weird kind of spot. Wow, Psychic Frog. Wow. I lied, we're Grixis. I lied. I just drafted the most powerful 2-cast creature in Magic. I am not opposed to just grabbing an Underground Sea here. Iconoclast is cool. Goodwill, but I need to have lands for this frog. If this frog is not being cast, it's doing nothing. Nopal is absolutely a playable. Okay. That makes me feel good. Fractured Identity, what the hell is going on? Damn it. Am I playing 4 colors for Fractured Identity Parallax Wave? I really think I am. These cards are so strong. Like, ridiculously strong cards. And, oh my god, Ancient Tomb? I should pass in the Ancient Tomb. Okay, stop fucking clicking like this, please. We could even play Helix. I don't want to play Helix, but we could. Definitely gonna need some mana fixing. But also some more spells to cast. This is both.
playable. Please go over to the land pile. Don't know how their sorting works, but it's bad. Ghostfire's fine, but we'll take Candelabra. We would still be very open to an academy. I don't think we're playing anything here, but we'll take this. Technically a red-white duel. Nothing here excites me. Grab it. Flicker Wisp is interesting with wave. Yeah, if we're white, we're playing Reprieve, that is for sure. It's not nothing. It's not good, but it's not a 0. We could find ourselves being a Talisman deck, but we are not at the moment. Yes, just as planned, more power. Urza is very good looking. So is Raugrin Triome. We gotta take Urza though. We got a lot of artifacts. Don't have a red fetchable yet. So Scalding Tarn is our premium option. There's definitely a DRC, definitely a Daze deck. Let's grab Daze. DRC's a Wheeler, I believe. What the fuck is this? Gut and Ocelot? Curiosity. I think I love Fiery Confluence. I need some more lands though. I really do. I should take Tundra. Like I said, I've got a ton of playables.
Some good damn cards. Smuggler's Copter. Pretty awesome. This takes pretty rough. I've said it 10,000 times. I'll say it again. I need lands. No Kratom. So candles in the side. Magda Peacekeeper, Nia. No Impulse Draw. Bonus Synergy. Tezzeret lets me double spell more often. Magda gives me treasures. But I like the card advantage. Although it enters tapped, I think I'm taking a 3-colored land. DRC's a wheeler. Mastermind, we could play Mastermind if we have enough spots. We're maybe a Crucible deck. Are we cruising? Yeah, we're just tempo time walking. So I can see it. We've got no whopping. Oh man, Phalanx Whip is so tough. It's like one of our 3 white cards, but it's so good. That's why we got the Star and the Prism. And the Opal. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Where's too slow? Anything we need to jam? No. Yes. Get back in here. Why does it say we are right? Because of this land. We need to jam any card. Probably Copter. And cut a land. We have 3 Moxen. What is he was? Oh, when you were okay. Uncastable days? Yeah, we can do better. A weird turn 2 frog. But a turn 2 frog nonetheless. Hello. We'll be giving our opponent a card next turn. Because they want to take our trade. What's face down? Oh. Oh, sorry. Shit. What's up, buddy? Why is your fur cold? Why is your fur cold, Goober? I'm sorry. Yeah, psychic frog. It's too good. Pretty damn good. We're going to combat. Hey, knock it off. Right. Yep. Yeah. I just never get to see them ever. And while we're here. That's fine. Well, it's not very nice. Yeah. show you a real Urza. 5, but really just wander. Coin, draw this. You can throw it, or is it? You can throw for 7? That's pretty crazy. For sure tapping that. And then attack here. Block. Kill this. This. Yeah, that's pretty good. Da, 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 da. Good game. I agree. Nothing with which to daze, but we're pretty close to some good stuff. I don't know, I didn't play Spellbomb, I'm trolling. Definitely needed to play Spellbomb. And this turn I definitely needed to play Nia. Holy shit. They probably take Time Walk, but the best card in my hand is Nia in this spot. Because it's the only castable card. Yeah. So they know about the days, but what can we do about it? Yeah. Pretty good. Oh my fucking god, dude. My opponent's draws versus my draws. Sure, yeah. Much as I like getting, I have to shuffle. Because Get doesn't answer Fury. Finally, a real card. Bring back Croxa. I don't look at it dying unless I draw Parallax Wave. Fractured Identity. Yep. Oh, Croxa. I lose 3 life. And you hit me front. Yarp. Crooks. Okay, good king. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go here soon. Got an appointment a bit. Oh, we'll continue this draft later. Thank you for watching if you ever decide to watch the VOD on YouTube.